Good morning. Good to see you all this morning. Thank you for joining us. Since we began this process on June the 5th, the search committee has been focused on finding the correct leader to carry on the success of our program in its entirety. We factored in the academic, the character development, leadership, and the athletic side of the equation. We feel that we've accomplished this with the promotion of Coach Eddie Spradlen. He has served our community, school, and players for many years and knows very well what the Greeneville standard is and what that culture entails. The process was very thorough with some excellent candidates. We have the utmost confidence that Coach Spradlen is ready, willing, and able to keep moving the Green Devils forward towards continued success. He responded wonderfully in the 2 weeks he served as interim head coach, did an excellent job at motivating our student athletes to continue their hard work, control what they could control, and keep their focus on preparing for the upcoming season. But probably the most important, he kept them believing in themselves and that everything would work out for the best. He's kept his word to them, and it's an honor to announce today that Eddie Spradlen will become the head coach at Greeneville High School of our football program. Coach Spradlen.
Thank you for everybody for being here. First thing I want to say is how honored and humbled I am to be the head coach at Greeneville High School. As you can imagine, the last couple of days, weeks, is if you know me, I'm a high energy guy, intense. So for me to have to wait for something, it's been probably rough on my family, but it's been well worth it. This morning, couldn't sleep very well, so I'm there, flipping on my phone, watching different stuff on Twitter, and I see something from Inky Johnson. If you don't know who he is, it'd be well worth it. He's a motivational speaker, used to be a player for Tennessee, had a chance to be a primetime NFL player, but he got injured in a game, and he lost the use of his right arm. But the title of his motivation thing this morning was "Go Heavy." If you know me, that's all about me. If we're in the weight room, I'm full throttle, I'm all in, I'm giving it my all every day. Kind of the thing he was talking about, he's teaching his son how to ride a four-wheeler for the first time. He's giving him key words when he's driving the thing. He tells him, when we start going, I tell you to go heavy, I want you to go full throttle, all right? Go as hard as it'll go. If I tell you to go little, just take it easy, wave at people, get a pretty picture so everything looks good. He starts riding the thing, he tells him some more keys, turn wide or turn little. So he starts driving the thing and he ends up throwing his dad off of it. The guy don't have, so here comes mom and throws the kid off too. Here comes mom running down there, tore up, what's going to happen? He says, Inky, get back on. He said, full throttle. He goes, he takes off with it. Moral of the story is, all right, if that kid would have laid there, he never got on that thing again. But full throttle, getting after it, go heavy. All right, that's what you're going to get from me in this program. I'm going to give you my all the time. I must thank some individuals for giving me this opportunity. Everybody on the hiring committee. Special thanks to Mr. Starnes, Mr. Fraley, Coach Woolsey for the opportunity and trust and lead this program. Thank you for believing in me. Got to shout out Beverly Miller this morning. We talked before the dead period if we could, the weight room needed a little love. I go up there, they're painting the weight room today and pressure washing the outside of it. I appreciate all that. I want to thank my wife and both my kids for all the love and support. It don't matter if we win or lose on Friday night. You're there for me. At the same time, my man is going to be my biggest critic. win or lose. If we lose, he's going to let me know about it, what we need to do to get better. I'd like to thank the rest of my family for being here. My mom, my dad, Ronnie, Faye, Scott, Danny, and Diane. You know, I've been blessed, the opportunity to play college football, played a very good high school program, had some real good coaches along the way. I just want to mention some of those coaches. Clark Duncan, that's the reason I do what I do. He was a great mentor. You know, he developed relationships with players when he was your head coach. And that's what it's all about. If you're going to be successful in this business, you better be able to be good at developing relationships with everybody. He was an AD at South Dole High School, and he gave me my first job. So I will always be grateful and appreciative to him. Coach Frankie DeBusk, I had an opportunity to come play at Tusculum. You know, I couldn't ask for a better experience as a player, from a head coach. I'm still very close to him. He'll do anything for me. I'll do anything for him. I can't be more thankful for him also. While I was at Tusculum, Ron Roberts, defensive coordinator while I was there. He's currently defensive coordinator at Baylor. He taught me what it meant to be a defensive player. Gave me the mentality, you know, toughness, the intensity about you as a coach, that kind of I built off as a coach myself. Eric Hutchins, the head coach at South Dole, gave me my first opportunity to be a head coach. Was inexperienced at, you know, a lot of inner city kids, kids from real rich neighborhoods, so I got to experience every type of kid I could have in one situation. And you know, we wasn't the most successful team while I was there, but I remember Coach Duncan telling me, you know, right now, you know, you're used to winning all the time. In your situation, you're all struggling. You know, you got a good team, you're in a good conference, but you're not winning games. This would be the best thing for you as a coach, and it was. Steve McCurry, he gave me the opportunity to come to Greeneville High School. He came here for 2 years. One of the biggest things I learned from him is the intensity in the weight room. All right, we're going to win or lose. When he was the head football coach, by how hard we worked in the weight room, and I'm the same way. Along those, I have to give thanks to Jerry Ayers and Randy Richards for giving me that opportunity to hire me back in 2007. Also, give big thanks to Dan Hammonds. Got to work with him, you know, as a head coach for a year. He let me help lead this program last year along with him. But it goes back even deeper with me and Dan. You know, for 12 years working together on the defensive staff, you know, all the time and effort that we put in together, you know, it was a very good time. This program will miss him as a football coach. I try not to get emotional on this one, but my man, Kane Ballard, can't put in words what you mean to me. He believed in me as a coach, but more as a true friend. He's somebody I can always count on. He's a true mentor. He showed me how to raise a son and to build relationships with student athletes. I'll be forever grateful for you. Thank you. Assistant coaches, we wouldn't be what we are without those guys. And we've had some great ones that are still here. I couldn't ask for a better staff to start off as a head coach. You know, we've lost some good ones along the way in my 13 years, but their impact on this program and their impact on me will be continued. Along with those assistant coaches, I got my man Glenn. We wouldn't be what we are without Glenn. I tell a lot of people, and a lot of people don't know this, but in our stretch where we went 30-0 and won 2 state championships, we started both years, game 1, we started the same 11 starters on defense and offense, and game 15 we started those same guys. And that's because the effort we do in the weight room, but most importantly, what Glenn does for our student athletes. And it's just not for football, he does it for everybody. I appreciate you, Glenn. Thank you. To be successful in anything, you must be able to build relationships. Thank you to all the former players that have helped me make this program what it is today. We want to continue to build championship teams, but more importantly, I want to build championship men. You know, everybody's not going to be a starter on Friday night, and everybody's not going to be a college football player, but you can be a big part of something special by being part of our program. I want our guys, if it's to go to college, I want you to be the best at it. If it's go out and get a trade and work in the industry, I want you to be the best at it. I want to build men that are going to be good husbands, and most importantly, good fathers one day, good people in our community. I want to thank all the Greeneville fans that support this program and this great community. I got in this business to make a difference, to have a positive impact on the lives of student athletes. I grew up in a town where it meant something to the community to be a football player at Powell High School, the same way it means to be a football player or student athlete at Greeneville High School. I watched my high school head coach have a positive impact on the community. The same way I witnessed firsthand Coach Ballard have a positive impact on this community. I want to continue to have that positive impact on this community and make a difference in as many lives as I can. This program comes with a lot of high expectations, all right? It pushes a lot of people that don't want this job. You know, they don't want to deal with those expectations. That's why I want the job, all right? That's why I want the job. I'm not somebody who wants to be average in anything I do. I want to be the best, all right? So I'm not spending all my time just to be average. I want to work those kids and make them, like I said, the best football team we can be, but even better men. A quote in a book that I've been reading said, "A leader is someone who earns trust, sets a clear standard, and then equips and inspires people to meet that standard." I hope I've earned the players' trust as a head coach in the 2 weeks I was the interim. They know that I'm there for them. They know I'm all in for them. All right? So from this point on, as their head coach, they know they can come to me about anything that I'll be for them, no matter who it is or what it is. I'll do my best to help them out. Our goal as a football program is to continue the Greeneville standard through the commitment and excellence, both on and off the football field. And that's a big thing that me and Coach Ballard and other coaches kind of come up with toward the later part of his tenure as the head coach, the Greeneville standard. All right? That's who I am. That's who he is. All right? Just some words. I've talked to a bunch of different players about what it means, the Greeneville standard, different coaches. Just a few words to describe that: a relentless effort, toughness, passion, discipline, hard work, attitude, attention to detail, tradition, doing the little things all the time, every rep matters, and most importantly, family. We want to continue to meet these expectations as a program in a community. We must continue to outwork our opponents, all right? And it takes everybody. It just can't be me. I told the assistant coaches, I'm not going after this job if you're not going to be all in for me, all right? So the 2 weeks that I had the opportunity to be the head coach, they were all in and gave everything, and made a big difference in those 2 weeks and why I wanted to keep doing this. We turned up the intensity of the workouts. The player responded well. We'll continue that work and keep building, hopefully on July 6th, if everything works out with all that's going on. Last thing I want to say is go Devils. I'm open to any questions that you might have.
Will you remain as the defensive coordinator, or have you made assignments for your other assistant coaches yet?
I think I will, that's what I bring to this program, the weight room and the defensive coordinator, so I'll continue doing that. It'll take help from my assistants, but I have no worries about that.
How did the team respond when they found out about this? I know you're in the dead period, so the contact's limited, but they were informed this morning as well?
Mr. Fraley talked with them during the dead period. I'm not able to talk with them, so he talked to them before this meeting.
Very positive response.
Good.
It
I'll do those for you. Thank you. Thanks for being here.